science. Some they laugh, some they cry, some just don't know why. You just hold on.
Hey, and welcome to the LA Street Angel Show here in Hollywood. I'm so not ready today. I'm still trying to get my stuff ready. I mean, we're talking about rocks and crystals today, and I actually have like a lot, and they have a lot, and so we've been like running around in here setting up, and it's been kind of crazy but fun. So welcome. How's it going today, everybody?
Wonderful.
Everyone's awake. Okay. In case you haven't seen me before, my name is Mandelyn Reese. I'm known as the Street Angel or the LA Street Angel. I wear angel wings, if you can even see them today. They're kind of back there. And I promote kindness and positive messages with a anti-bullying theme and unity and peace. And so this is kind of some of the random stuff you will see me out in the public wearing. Yep. That's not it. These and anti-bully one, that's a new one I've been going out with. So that's me in case you see me out and about, running around Hollywood and the airports and other cities and stuff like that. So today I'm gonna teach you about your chakra system. If you don't know what a chakra is, which I didn't know what it was until I moved to Los Angeles, but it's an energy center in your body, and you have 7 main ones, and then you have some that go way beyond you, but we're just gonna talk about your main 7 today. So but first, let me introduce my guests because they're going to be quite ideal important for this show. To my left, we have my friend, Starr Smith. Woohoo! A little bit off-centered there, but we'll figure that out later. There, that works, but you got to get close to the mic. Okay, so Starr is an awesome actress and model and dancer, and she has her own dance studio, but she's also into rocks and crystals, which is why she's here. And I can't really hear you.
You can't hear me, mic check.
There. Okay, now I can hear you.
All right.
Cool. All right, so we're going to be going through our personal crystals we use here in a minute, but let me introduce the coolest rocks guys ever. I don't know what I should call you, like rocks guys, but they sell crystals, and so, yes, we have Chris Monk.
Hi.
Hello.
It's great to be here, Mandelyn.
Yay.
Thank you.
I'm so glad to have you guys. I'm just really excited you were available for this. They travel everywhere. They go to festivals, and they're always out of town, and so it's really cool to have these guys here. And then we have Mike Bell.
Hello.
And so, look at all this cool stuff you brought. I'm really excited. Where should we even start here? Should I, start with, let's talk about what you guys do. We'll just have a conversation about, us and ourselves and our rocks and stuff, and then we'll kind of move more deeper into it a little later. What do you say?
Absolutely.
Okay, so why don't you start?
All right. So my name's Starr Smith. Nice to meet everybody. Thanks for watching today. And I am an actress, dancer, and choreographer based out of Los Angeles. And my work can be seen on film, television, commercials, as well as music videos. And I love crystals. I've been working with them for probably about 10, 11, 12 years. And
longer than me.
Also
Longer than
chakras,
me.
same thing.
Really?
Yeah, I've always just been very attracted to them since my teenage life. And they've really been a great tool for me in manifesting. I believe that one of my crystals even manifested me helping my move to Los Angeles about 5 years ago. This week is my 5-year anniversary in Los Angeles.
Woohoo!
So I'm very
Speaking
happy
of
to be
which,
celebrating that.
You were like one of my first friends I met,
Yeah.
I think my first day when I moved to LA. I happened to run
Absolutely.
into her at a grocery store,
Yeah.
of all things, and we've been friends ever since. So that's why I wanted to have her on here, because she's my friend, but then we're into the similar spiritual stuff and rocks and all that good stuff. So we have a screenshot somewhere of her website I wanted to show really quick. She's got a couple of cool websites. Her main one, and then her dance studio that you founded.
Yes, I'm also the founder of a dance academy in Venice, California. We opened in 2015 called Starfish Dance Academy. Here's our brochure. And presently we're offering classes for children ages 3 to 16. And we're starting a mobile program right now, as well as launching an adult mobile program too. And I'm in the process of trademarking a new dance form. So I'm excited to release more details on that. Follow our website. And you can actually join the Starfish Dance Crew by texting Star Time to 77948 now. Check it out.
Sweet. She has a really nice dance studio for kids and everything. Let's get to that one a little later. So tell me, what is this book really quick? We don't have to go deep into it, but just like...
So this is one of my newer books. Sometimes I like to focus on knowledge from one person and then move on to something else. And this is one of my more recent. I got this in Abbot Kinney, which is a really trendy street, from a cool bookstore called Mystic Journey Bookstore.
That bookstore.
Yeah, me
have
and
y'all
Mandy.
been there?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everyone love, woo, shout out Mystic Journey.
Yeah,
All right, so
totally.
I went to Mystic Journey because I had actually been in a really bad car accident, and I was, I didn't bring my favorite stone today. But
I know, I forgot one of mine.
but
That happens.
yeah, so I was
We've got
trying
extra.
to self-heal, and I had actually almost lost my life in this accident, but I happened to not be hospitalized. And this book really just helped me to stay positive and learn some things about crystals that I hadn't learned before. I really like the way they break it down. For example, I've marked a couple of my favorites. Here, we'll open to the rose quartz, which is one of my favorite stones I've been focusing on lately.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites, too.
My rose quartz, I actually have a little sliver right here from a larger piece that I was very sad because it broke, but now I'm actually happy because now I have more pieces of the same crystal that my father gifted to me. And he gifted it to me without me even really knowing that he was into that sort of thing. And I was visiting back home in Denver, and he went to a rock show. Maybe you guys were there. It's a very large one, and he found this piece, and he gifted it to me. And so for me, this is very symbolic of not only love and bringing love to me, as well as my father's love and family love that surrounds me, which is very important to me, without having my family here with me and being about 1,000 miles or whatever away from them. So some of the cool things about this book is it doesn't just, it breaks it down into multiple aspects of the stone. We have an affirmation for each stone, as well as spiritual uses, mental uses, emotional uses, physical uses, and divine guidance. So the affirmation for this rose quartz right here, for example, is I am tolerant and accept the differences between my beliefs and those of others. I am nurturing. I accept nurturing from others. I am compassionate and kind. I give love to others and readily accept theirs in return.
That's the rose quartz?
Yeah.
I have this big block. So this Native American Indian guy I ran into out of nowhere gifted me this gigantic block, like brick of rose quartz, and it resonates at unconditional love. So like I can feel it, and this is really the rock that changed my life, because I felt it and I knew that like at that moment that rocks were some serious stuff. I was like, whoa, this is like pretty intense. And then I have like a little necklace I wear. Like I encourage people to look at rocks, check them out, go find a rock store somewhere and touch and feel some, and find some rocks that connect with you. And do you guys have rocks? Like, what are you wearing today? Like, what are your personal ones you carry?
goodness.
Carry, I don't know if there's room on the table. I probably got like 10 in my pockets. No,
That's
seriously.
awesome.
Actually, I'll just do this quietly in the background. I'll just take out what's in my
That's
pockets
I know,
and
that's
keep
what
a
I was
separate
like-
pile, right? But, yeah, I
Let's
mean,
see what he's got in his pockets.
yeah, I have them everywhere I go. Like, when I started, I was just being polite. Honestly, I wasn't into anything that had to do with crystals, right? But the woman I was dating wanted to go to crystal shops all the time, so she'd be doing something I thought was important because I was a pinhead, and I'd be over going, well, that looks kind of cool, so I'll just get that because it looks kind of cool.
So she
right?
got you interested.
No, the rocks did.
The rocks, yeah.
No,
that's
because
like
because I would bring them home, and the first thing I noticed was I would come home with a new rock, and I couldn't just put it down. It didn't go there, and it didn't go there, and it didn't go there, right? And then
It wanted to be with you.
no, and then when I found its spot, as soon as I put it down, even though it had never been there before, if I picked it up, it would now be missing. Like it was really weird. And then so I ended up having this big pile of maybe 100 rocks on top of my desk.
Wow.
And every once in a while I would go outside, and just on the way out, something would just be like, I would put that in my pocket for no reason, right? Then I would come home, and it happened about 4 times where I had this spectacular day in some aspect of my life. And then I went, what's in my pocket anyway? And I would look it up, and I was like, okay, that's amazing, right? Like this stuff, that's exactly what was supposed to happen. So that's when it started to be real for me too.
Like
right?
what she was saying about manifesting.
Yeah, no, like the
Exactly.
one that blew my mind is a stone called Demortiorite, and I had been trying to figure out how to say something a different way for like 6 weeks. Because the guy I was trying to explain it to couldn't understand me, and I needed him to. And I just reached up and I grabbed this rock and I just looked at it and I was like, I have no idea what that is. And I put it in my pocket. And then I like went and got a Coke and I came back and I sat down and I just wrote exactly like for the next 3 hours, right?
What it needed to come out.
And I was like, that was amazing. So I look it up in the book and it actually says it was for writer's block, right? I'm like,
Oh.
okay, I'm in. So then I went and I got books and I started writing prescriptions and to myself, like, oh, I need that and I need that. And who doesn't need that, right?
So what was the name of that rock for all the writers out
Oh,
there?
it's Dumortierite. Dumortierite.
I had a very similar experience with what's in my pocket, and I had already believed in crystals and not believe, I don't know if that's the right term, but felt the beneficial aspects of having them around. And a friend gifted me this one, the citrine. And that's when I had a what's in my pocket moment where she had told me that she felt that I needed this stone in my life, and she gave it to me. And it's supposed to represent self-love and belief in self and manifestation, I learned. And sure enough, I had walked around with it almost every day for about a year. And in that time, I had been working a lot on setting intentions of making my journey to Los Angeles and moving forward in the next step of my life. And sure enough, when I started thinking about it, when I finally made it, wow, what was I doing that I was able, without almost even thinking about it or trying too hard, I effortlessly, an opportunity arose, and next thing you know, I moved to LA in a week, and it was the stone.
Yeah, that's awesome.
What about you, Mike? You got a
Um,
cherished one you like to share?
I do. Yeah, I guess I'll just share my favorite stone. For the record, I warned Chris if I get really nervous that he's doing most of the talking, but
Aw, it's okay.
but I
Thanks
think I'm
for
okay.
coming and trying
No,
this
totally.
out, you know?
You're amazing, and we love you.
Thank you. I love you guys, too.
This is called a strophyllite.
A what-a?
A strophyllite, like astrophyllite.
Wow.
And
Looks like asteroid, kind of.
It kind of does. It's from the Kola Peninsula in Russia, but it lines, we're talking about chakras today, it lines all the chakras up from the soul star, which is the one right above your crown chakra, to the earth star below your feet. And it kind of pulls your chakras tight like a string. Everybody feels it somewhere different. If you want to try it, this is actually one that we brought to give to you.
Here's one for you, Starr. That's a
Whoa.
gift, but from I received it as
This
a gift.
looks
No,
crazy.
I'll use
Your
it.
gift.
I'm saying I
Your-
can't
yeah,
give you
just
that
like
one,
my
right,
gift. Yeah.
Whoa.
This is astrolite, though.
A strophyllite, yeah.
A
It actually.
strophyllite.
Thank you, guys.
It means star lover, actually.
Oh, I'm gonna have to get one too.
Yeah, we'll
My
hook you up
name's
after the
Starr.
show.
Well, if you're into spirituality, it says, like, we're all stars. We're, like, made up of stardust. We're all our own little universe.
Absolutely.
And we only have 1 minute left. How dare. Like, in this segment. So, really quick, I like to hold this pink Lemurian quartz when I do my shows. I hold it in my lap when no one's looking. And it helps me feel more balanced and grounded and, like, clarity of thought. And really, it's supposed to help balance the masculine and feminine within your own body, the energies of it. And then, of course, my black rose quartz. They just gifted me this massive angel wing
Calcite.
angel wing calcite, which looks like a delicate piece. Like it
It is very delicate.
Yeah, you're gonna want to put it down once.
Yeah,
and
that's gonna
leave it
like
there,
shed a little bit. But it's really, I can feel the energy of it. Just being surrounded by all these rocks, I can totally feel it. And I forget what this one is. Isn't it supposed to help with abundance or something?
That looks like green calcite from here.
Yeah, what is
Yeah.
it for? Or heart?
Well, it's for heart, but it's actually a universal healer. But any of the green stones, like there's
Heart.
two colors of stones for manifesting abundance. One is yellow because it helps you get things done, and the other is green because it helps your heart feel full. So anything that helps your heart feel full changes your focus to the things that are going well for you, and it changes your whole direction. So
Cool. And then I have this white jade that I wear as a necklace sometimes. And I think this is moonstone or angel something, angelite. Or
Opalite.
opalite.
Mhm.
Sorry, I have opalite that I wear. And carnelian heart for the root chakra helps you feel more grounded and stuff. This is a new one I bought recently. So, and I store my rocks in this geode I happened to get in Crestone, Colorado, which is really cool.
Ooh,
It kind of helps
Crestone.
charge my stones. But, darn, okay, we already got to move into commercial. But when we come back, stay with us because we're going to walk you through your 7 chakras of your body, and Star's going to help model these areas. And then they're going to be showing us rocks that will correlate to balance and ground your chakras for each one. So stay with us, Street Angel Show here at T Radio B Hollywood.
Stop. You've been called to love, been called to
You are watching T Radio V, radio in TV.
Hi kids, Billy and Francesca here for my brand new show at T Radio V, Advice from an Idiot, every Thursday from 7 to 8 p.m. Pacific time. So please call in and get some advice from someone who knows absolutely nothing about everything.
Yo, what's up? This your boy Kyle Master, and you're checking out T Radio V.
T Radio V.
T Radio V.
Hello, T Radio V. Love you guys.
Radio in TV.
Hey geeks, wake up! We've got big news. I'm not gonna mumble this time. Geekscape, the long-running movie video game. Let me do one more. Hey geeks, we got big news! Geekscape, your favorite show about movies, video games, comics, and TV, is coming to T Radio V Monday, October 6th. And it'll be on every Monday from then on, 7 p.m. Until the apocalypse happens, we're all eaten by zombies.
You are watching T Radio V. Radio in TV.
Call to heal these streets, wipe away the dust.
All right, we are back here at the Street Angel Show on TRadioV.com here in the heart of Hollywood. So we were talking about rocks and crystals that can help you feel amazing and help you manifest your dreams and things that you want and help with writer's block and our personal ones that we like. In fact, I was going to put this on, but, haven't even had time to do that today. So, okay, so what we want to do is start with your chakra system. So we need Starr, the model, to stand really quick so I can show you where the root chakra is. Your base chakra or root chakra is red, and it spins like a plate, and it's kind of down in, which camera are we? I don't know. There. It's like in your genital area, kind of, but in the base of the spine, technically. And it really is correlated to like your grounding and your purpose and your stability. You can sit down for just a minute until we get to the next one. So, y'all want to talk about the rocks for the root chakra that you recommend?
Sure. There's really two kinds. Again, there's two colors for most of the chakras, right? So the root chakra is red and black, and the black ones help keep you anchored in this plane. They help connect you to the ground, and the red ones help you deal with fear-based issues and like traumas from your past. So
and that's a big one.
No,
most
it is a big
people
one.
struggle with being grounded, and the importance of being grounded is what I asked this angel lady once is, why are we supposed to be grounded in this earth dimension? It's like, why can't we just go up into heaven and escape this place? Well, the purpose, she said, is being grounded in this dimension and earth and whatever with a cord down or whatever, so you can get your work and your purpose done in this lifetime in the now. Like, you came here for a reason, and you get grounded so that you can stay in your purpose. So grounding has been very important for me to just stick with this angel project. And so which ones do you recommend for the root chakra?
Okay, so on the just being tethered, it's black tourmaline and hematite are the two that you would use most often.
You have one? She's like, I got one.
For that feeling of security, right? Red jasper is really, it's really popular, and a lot of people really gravitate to it. I prefer the red calcite. Okay, but I like petrified wood, and it kind of reminds me of petrified wood.
Yeah, it looks like it. Looks cool. I've never seen a red calcite.
And then there are ones like you mentioned carnelian earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think of that more as a second chakra stone, but it's one of my favorites. I actually have 3 with me, and it comes in all different
Oh, wow.
configurations.
That
so
one looks crazy, that
yeah.
yellowy one?
Yeah, everyone should have a carnelian.
That's you recommend for the root, though?
I recommend for second,
Oh,
right?
okay.
But it also is applicable for root. And
Okay,
for,
so lower
because
chakras,
It has
first two.
it has a range of colors.
Okay.
So the more deep red it is, the more it's like for your first chakra. Orangier is for the second chakra, and as it starts to get up into the yellow,
Right.
it works into the
Solar plexus.
Oh, that all makes sense now. Like
Yeah.
literally the colors of the
rock.
crystals coordinate with the colors
Right.
of your chakras. Wow.
Yeah, no, and
Yeah.
if I can just take a second, when my daughter was 5, she once asked me, "Daddy, how come different colors make you feel different ways?" And my only response at the time was, "I don't know, honey, but that's a great question. Like you can do a thesis on that, right?"
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I wish she was still 5,
I
so I
wrote-
could say, "Here's why, honey," because they actually line up with your chakras, right? And it's all because Your energy centers are centers because they're in a frequency range. Stones help because they help you. They emit a constant frequency you can harmonize with. And color is a frequency. Like, it all makes perfect sense.
Yeah, this book has the scientific, it tells you the numbers, the elements, the astrological signs, the chakras, and the color.
That's
and like you
awesome.
said, it's almost a synergy. It all starts to go together where it all makes sense.
And you can Google this too, people. Let me read really quick. It says that the root chakra is based to your earthly issues such as survival, physical body, issues of money, sustenance, safety, and shelter. So it's important to be grounded and use these red rocks and some orangey ones for your lower chakras to really feel balanced and grounded. So let's move on to the next one because we have limited time up in here. So, okay, stand one moment, please, beautiful Starr. We're going to the second chakra, which is your sacral, also known as sexual chakra, because it disperses your sexual kundalini energy. So it's right about, can we see that? Okay, right above, well, no, it's like below the navel, right? Below your belly button.
It's hard for her to tell.
Yeah, I can't tell in this outfit. I'm like,
is right here,
okay.
Therefore.
Above the red, but below the belly button, right? Okay, so sacral chakra, what do you recommend for helping? I know you mentioned a little bit that cool one, carnelian?
Right.
Yeah.
The carnelian's great.
I think I put mine away.
I brought a couple in because, like, the second one is normally creativity and vitality, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or sexuality, right? So I actually picked crocowhite as one of my two for the second chakra. Crocowhite. It's from Australia, and this is like seriously for tantric energy, and like it's the only one in the book that says if you're a couple, put one under your bed, right? So
does it come from crocodiles? I'm just kidding.
It's a little more fragile than that.
Whoa, that looks trippy. Has like little all these rocks.
But that was another one. Like the first, because for the first couple of years, I couldn't really feel anything from the stones. This was one that the first time we found it, I picked up a tray of it, and I felt like I had one of those belts around you from an old exercise machine that just like shakes your hip. It was the weirdest. I was like, okay, that's amazing. I need one of these, right?
You felt it jiggling your kundalini or something?
I felt everything was just, no, it's amazing. Like now, being surrounded by stones, and like this is only 4.5 years. I went from 0 to now I can actually, like, it can annoy me if the energy's wrong between the stones, right?
So
like
wait,
I'm like OCD. I got to move them around until I can live.
That makes sense. So if you put it under your bed as a couple, what does it do? Help you have some crazy sex or what?
Yeah, it helps. Yeah, no, it really, that's what it's.
Okay, and let's the crocowetta.
Let
me write that down.
Yeah, write that down.
CROCOITE.
Sweet, thanks guys. That's a crazy cool picture of. That's like a big chunk.
Yeah.
We have there is a little chunk.
Well, this is actually.
Watch out, you're gonna have a whole new family if you put that first one on your.
Use a
no,
condom.
Shiva Lingams do that. I have a 2-year-old son thanks to Shiva Lingams.
Oh, so it says solar plexus chakra. Oh wait, we're not there yet. Sorry, we're still on sacral. Sacral is 2 fingers below your navel, relates to emotions, desires, creativity, and sexuality. So your emotions, too, kind of helps you stabilize your emotions a little bit.
More inflame your passions.
Inflame your passions.
Yeah.
Stimulate your creativity, so you'll want to be like, if you're a painter and stuff, you probably want to be clutching some of this stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, let's real quick move to the next one. So we got solar plexus, which is yellow, and it's above your belly button. Right about, where's above your belly button? Right here? So below the boobies and above the belly button. Sweet. Okay, so this one has always been a really important major one for me because dealing with willpower, courage, your self-worth, and that kind of stuff, right? So what do you recommend for people who need some help with their self-worth and courage and willpower for that yellow one?
Citrine seems to be a go-to stone.
The happy stone we were talking about?
No, that's calcite, orange calcite.
Oh, I get them mixed up. See, okay. I mix up citrine and calcite all the time. Okay, so...
It's a stone of abundance. It's a stone of manifestation. It helps just clear that whole chakra. It's definitely like...
Yellow citrine.
One of my favorites. Absolutely.
That's the one you were talking about.
When I was telling the story about manifestation, yes.
It's definitely like a good go-to. There's lots, I mean, with each of these categories, there's many stones that help. But
well, we're just getting to the ones that people can try to spell and look up
Right.
and buy.
We've already covered some pretty rare ones like Crocoway and Realgar.
Yeah, that is cool. I'm going to look that one up too. So solar plexus represents your power, vitality, willpower, self-esteem, and confidence. Yeah. Oh, I already said all those. Cool. I just wanted to make sure I had it. Oh, and your clairsentience, your inner feeling. Oh, psychic reception area, like your gut instinct. Like, you know, when you get around someone who's like really loony or like a dog's attacking, that you feel it in your gut, like that instinct to run or fight or flight. So it's like also important to pay attention. If you're feeling your solar plexus triggering you, then you need to pay attention to that feeling, because it's a warning, usually a caution system. Like, you know, maybe somebody's got some sketchy intentions and they're going to slip a drug in your drink. I would know. Oh, actually, you would too. Let's not talk about that today. Do you have any other ones for the yellow chakra?
Well, I mean, this, like I say, this citrine or this carnelian is into the yellow range, so that would work for
I want
solar
to tosh
plexus.
that
And
one.
this is my favorite. This is Realgar.
Realgar?
Yeah, and that's for the solar plexus chakra. I just love this stuff. Like, different things resonate with different people, but that to me just blasts through any blockage between that second chakra where you become creative, you've figured out what you want to do, and the manifestation chakra of getting it done. Crocoway or Realgar blows.
Can I
through that.
grope those
Absolutely.
two? I'm like, I want to tosh. Okay, let's see here. So this one looks similar to the crocodile.
Yeah, it's
cannot
similar.
say
This
that
is
word.
this is more orange and that's more red. And this actually grows in more
But it
like
has-
hollow tubes, and that grows in
Yeah.
bigger chunks.
But it has like yellow highlights to it. You can't really see, but it's pretty cool. And this one is the
Carnelian.
carnelian.
Yeah, so
I
that
have that
goes-
one in the heart, but
Right.
it's more orangey one.
Right.
This one's really cool looking, like freaky. They're all so cool. I just was like, oh, they're so fascinating. This is why I actually wanted to devote a whole show to rocks and crystals, because they're really fascinating. They have their own little personalities and vibrations and stuff like that. So, okay, so let's go on to our next one. Unless you had any more you wanted to share
No, that's good.
about
No,
that. Okay.
Keep it moving.
Heart chakra. Very important for everybody. So your heart, you know, let's let her do it, since I've kind of been probing the wrong places, I think. Not all the time, but so your heart chakra. I thought it was a little lower. No, that's right there. Yeah, I guess. So around your heart, it's green, and so you know, you obviously this is very affected if you've had some heartbreak in your life from traumatic relationships, breakups, that kind of stuff, which is one, if you've been watching my prior shows, which you should, like, I've had a lot of broken heart problems, and I've been trying to mend it and heal it and work on it, and I've been throwing the book at my heart chakra. I've been like, okay, essential oils and rocks and all kinds of things, like meditations I've been doing. There's actually heart meditations you can do on YouTube.
And your rose quartz.
Rose quartz, I sometimes cuddle this, and it helps me feel better. But it's kind of big, so it's kind of tough to, like, you know, I got to, like, lay on my bed and then kind of figure out how to cuddle it, and then it kind of hurts my boobs. So then I'm like, well, I do what I can. So what do you got for the heart chakra?
Well, actually, I'm going to give you this, right?
Oh.
I wasn't going to, but after your story, I'm going to. It's,
Your story's so compelling. That
yeah, no, it's rhodochrosite.
Rhodochrosite.
Yeah, and it's the best thing for self-love.
Oh,
right?
that's,
so,
yeah.
Like the key to surviving a bad breakup is like loving yourself. It's as simple as that. So that's you're welcome to that. It's one of my favorite
I
stones.
feel it. You know, I also feel it in my solar plexus too.
Yeah, it
The
actually-
self-love, the self-worth you're talking about.
Yeah.
Wow, that's really cool. See, I love that I can feel these things. And you know what? When I can feel, like, people's radiating love, if they're, like, really projecting love toward me, I can actually feel that, which is really cool. So, yeah. Do y'all have any, like, stories about, like, feeling the epic energies from, like, people or rocks or...
Yeah, actually, you have to be kind of careful with some. Like there's this guy. He's moved to Costa Rica, which anybody I've ever met that visited Costa Rica moved there, which is kind of a side thing, but really weird. But he's a healer and had these really powerful hands. And he used to work at the Crystal Matrix in Silver Lake. So I got to know him as a customer, and then there's this. It's like a spiritual scimitar. It's called stibnite. Okay. And it looks like a gray metal, and it comes in these long wand things, right? So I'm sitting in our booth one day at the Melrose Trading Post, and all of a sudden it was like I got punched in the back of the head, right? And I turn around and Tim's just pointing this thing willy-nilly. I'm like, dude, put it down.
Whoa.
Or clear your mind before you pick it up.
So it was like a lightsaber,
Yeah,
like
no,
Star
exactly.
Wars.
No, it really directs whatever's going on. So,
Whoa.
so like, for most people that wouldn't have affected me, but because he was so powerful and had so much energy in his hands in the first place, and because he was unconsciously thinking whatever he was thinking, which means it was full effect, I just got hit right in the side of the head.
So these are kind of like where the notion of wands come from?
Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Wow.
Absolutely. Just like you can take, same thing, quartzes are very known for, I think maybe that was a quartz, they're known for directing energy. So depending on which way you point the quartz can affect the...
Right.
The termination, the natural point it comes to
Yeah.
is where the energy comes out of.
Great way to put it into words.
You have a big one right here.
Yes.
Yeah, like that one's good for pretty much everything, right? I mean, just clutching that and you'll feel like the vibration and like the calming. I really think rocks provide a lot of calming.
Absolutely. I use them in traffic. LA traffic sucks.
Oh,
like
God.
I keep some of my favorite crystals in a little thing in my car that says this is not an ashtray, that looks like an ashtray, and I use it as a crystal tray. And when I'm sitting in traffic and I get really stressed out and I want to like make a hand gesture at somebody or start screaming,
I love how you put that lightly.
I go ahead and I get out one of my rocks and some of them that I remember exactly what they're for. I can start, or I even have affirmations like I am successful,
Intentions.
I am peaceful, I am
And those
whatever
really
those
help.
intentions are, and you start focusing on the good stuff instead of, man, why I'm in this traffic and blah, blah,
Yep.
blah, which just attracts more chaos and negativity.
Right.
Focus on the positivity.
Exactly. I love it. And tell us about your ring real quick. We were going to talk about
yeah.
that.
So this is, I'm having a hard time remembering it, but it's called Latimer or
Larimar.
there we go,
Ah, see?
Larimar.
That's why we
There's
got
a
these
street
guys.
in Denver called Larimer Street, so I wanted to make sure I wasn't making that up. But yeah, it's rare. It's I got it when I was 15 years old in the Dominican Republic, and it is only on that island. It's the only place where you can find that rock, and he may know some uses for it and help refresh my memory. I can't remember exactly what.
Well, it's blue, throat chakra, right?
Right.
But we'll talk about that next one.
Okay.
Or after the commercial.
Right, but Larimar's connection to Atlantis, which is kind of
Oh,
cool
Atlantis!
because
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
of course, that's
Cool.
all me.
Starfish.
You are Atlantis.
And I wear turquoise, which is supposed to be a healing stone, too, like for healers. Okay, so we're going to run a commercial quick, and when we come back, we're going to cover the last chakras that we didn't cover this round. And so stay with us. We'll be right back to the Street Angel Show here in Hollywood. Woo.
Call to heal these streets. Wipe away the dust with you.
You are watching T Radio V, radio in TV.
T Radio V.
What did you play opposite Andy, Eric? Do you remember?
Andy and I worked as two employees at a network.
Okay. Oh, you're
And
forgetting the other thing.
I played a news anchor and he played a reporter.
Okay, but the other thing you did, the thing you did on the Andy Dick show, who did you play to Andy?
Oh, is that gonna play my sister?
You played his wife, Denise.
Yeah.
Yeah, you played his wife.
Yeah.
You
So
guys
what's wrong
have
with that, Elijah?
Nothing's wrong with it.
He's got a great range as an actor.
Yeah, it just was funny.
Encounters with Eric and Eliza Roberts, Wednesdays from 2 to 4 p.m. on T Radio V.
Hi, I'm Plastic Martyr, and I've got a new show called Just Like You on T Radio V. It's an inside look into my Hollywood life where I give you a sneak peek into a world of beauty, fashion, and fame. Illusions will be shattered. And of course, there's a little sex, hugs, and rock and roll. Be sure to check it out Wednesdays at 11, only on T Radio V.
Hello, T Radio V.
Hello for us.
Hi, guys. My name is Steve Renazizi.
My name is Mary Elizabeth Ellis.
My name is Katie Aselton.
You're watching TV on the radio, but you're not watching it, you're listening to it, because radio on TV.
Hi, T Radio V.
Keep that radio going inside that television set.
I love T Radio V.
Trust her.
T Radio V. Radio in TV. Radio in TV.
I'm Zoe Williams.
And I'm Dr. Mark Goulston. I'm Jeff Brown.
And we make up the Zoe What Morning Show. You can find us here on TRadiov.com every Monday at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I make you think.
He makes you laugh, and if I get a chance, I'll help you change.
Or make you cry with his attempts at humor. Radio in TV.
Can you relate? We'll make it happen.
Look at you. What you doing?
Were you mumbling to yourself?
Hey, back there mumbling.
To them. To them.
You are watching T Radio V, radio in TV.
LA street angel, giving everything, holding up your side.
Oh, okay. And we're back to the Street Angel Show here at TRadioV.com. What are you doing? Trying to?
I got
Are
it.
you breaking something over there?
No.
Are you trying to fall out of your chair?
Chair.
I'm just messing with you. You got all twisted around. Okay, so I forgot to read the little thingy about the heart chakra, so I want to do that really quick. It says it relates to unconditional love, compassion, harmony, relationships, and healing, and it's believed to be the link between the mind, body, and soul, which is pretty cool. Okay, so we want to move on, though, to the throat chakra. Yes, here. So throat chakra is, right around here. A lot of people have trouble with their throat chakra because maybe they grew up in oppressive households or parents that didn't let them speak up for themselves, or maybe you were bullied in your life, or you had something happen with authority figures, whatever happened that might have shut down your throat chakra and prevented you from speaking your truth or speaking up for yourself. So, I didn't even know that fell off.
It hasn't been on all day.
Oh, okay. Well, a bonus.
Thanks.
So, what do you recommend for people who want to heal their throat chakra? Or let me read this real quick while you get that. Okay, so it's associated with communication, sound, creativity, and the ability of clairaudience, inner hearing. Many artists, speakers, writers, singers, and others in the creative are going to have really active throat chakras. So, cool. What's up? So what do you recommend for that throat?
Well, first of all, before I would recommend something, I would ask you to look at a bunch of different stones and see which one you were drawn to, because it can come from different areas, right? Turquoise is a stone of courage and truth. Okay, so it's knowing your truth and having the courage of your convictions, being able to speak. Okay. Aquamarine is a stone of relaxation and tranquility, so you can actually just relax and not be constricted, and things start to flow better. One of the most important ones I don't have here, but we recommend for a lot of doctors or therapists or to have in their room is blue lace agate. Okay, it's a great housewarming gift, because especially for newlyweds, because what it's for, a lot of stones help you speak release what you need to say, right? Blue lace agate helps you find a way to be heard. It helps you find the words the other person needs to hear. So you may actually say something a way you would never say it in a million years, and the other person just goes, "Oh, I get it now," right? So it would depend on where you were, where the blockage was coming from.
You guys are going to make me want to be like rock salesmen.
Right on.
Like layered up. Okay, I need to start wearing lots of pockets and just, I actually had a really cool idea. Someone needs to create a rock belt that you can wear. It's almost like a tie. Yeah, something like that, but one that actually hangs down your chakras. That way you can slip one in through the mesh, and it's against your chakra.
Yeah, no, don't say that out loud again until you trademark it. We'll hook you up with someone that we'll make
sell
it in
them
a
for you at the
holster.
booth.
Yeah.
Well, let's do it.
Yeah.
You heard it here first, so don't steal it. Okay, is there any others you wanted to go to? Talk about? I like the aquamarine. I looked that up last night, really talking about protection and courage.
Yeah, we just have a couple of nice ones. And the thing about aquamarine is it comes in a really wide variety of textures and shapes. We have a couple of nice crystalline ones here, but some of my favorite ones, one looks just like toothpaste, right? And we had a guy show up on Tuesday night at an event we held, and he had this big chunk of it, it looked like quartz with pink tourmaline in it, until you turned it over and it was a giant aquamarine, right? I mean, it's
Two-sided,
amazing stuff. Yeah.
a duality stone. That's so cool. Okay, so anything else you want to say about the throat? Do you use any? You said blue
Yeah, I use lapilazuli.
Yeah, that one.
I don't know how much it has to do with your throat chakra as much as I put some notes here about it. It is really good with your third eye, which we're moving up. So maybe coming next.
Well, let's move on to the third eye chakra. So third eye is kind of an indigo color. And yeah, it's right between your eyeballs, and so You know, they say that toothpaste with fluoride causes like a calcification over your third eye or pineal gland. It prevents your intuition and your third eye abilities and psychic abilities. So get rid of fluoride toothpaste. And in fact, I've found a blockage over mine, and I've been working on it with a tool. And so, and essential oils, and so maybe we can figure out a rock I can wear to bed or something.
I had the cord removal for my third eye. I actually, I had an energy worker friend of mine several years ago remove it, and I experienced such drastic effects after the cord removal. I physically became ill,
Wow.
releasing that negative energy. And the entity was telling the energy therapist, I want her eyes. Literally not my eyes, but my intuition, my eyes.
Whoa,
and to the
weird.
point that it was trying to steal my ability.
Right.
So it's not only your own energy that can create blockages, but other people's energy, if you're very open and sensitive, can attach onto you.
Well, I have an interesting story. When I was young, like 12, my dad took me to a playground at night with some friends, and we were playing chase. And I ran underneath this playground set, and I full force ran into a bar and like bashed my head in right here. Fell over. I was kind of half unconscious, but I came to. I was gushing blood everywhere. It was like the most I've ever bled in my life. Probably more than my periods all through my life. I got TMI. So anyway, I was like gushing blood. It was really gross. And I'm like, okay, I wonder if it could have a relation to that. Like, why did I have that there? So still working on it. But what do you recommend for third eye healing and breaking open? And
Okay. For lapis is a traditional third eye. I mean, going back to the Egyptians, and there's a huge connection between Egyptians, mummification, and the pineal gland. So it was Cleopatra's favorite. It was King Tut's favorite. One of the things about stones is they work more the more you spend time with them. Okay. So one of the ones I brought, and I don't know if there's another brick I could maybe try and show you with a flashlight, but it doesn't matter why you spend time with them. It just matters that you do, right? So some things are just objectively cool, right? And iolite is one of those stones. So this is a great one for your third eye, but I don't know if you can see. If you look through it, it's yellow, right?
Huh.
Except it's
Wait,
not. It's purple.
Whoa.
Right?
Yeah.
This is the kind of thing that people will just spend time with. And since they work by emitting a steady frequency for you to harmonize with, the more time you spend with it, the more you are able to harmonize with it, the more that energy frequency comes into the proper range.
Which one is that?
Iolite. IOLITE.
Oh, sounds like
I have little ones for both of you.
Awesome.
yeah, for sure.
Angel, I wanted to tell you that lapis, I guess I'm saying it wrong, lapis lazuli, actually is also known to help you connect with inviting assistance from archangels, and it specifically offers divine assistance from Camille, Metatron, and Michael.
Nice. Archangel Michael is really good with protective energy. You can call him in and have the protective energy around you to, especially if you're going into a huge social setting, which I do all the time as the street angel. So I call in these protective energies, and so I hardly have any trouble anymore. I did in the beginning when I had no idea how to energetically protect myself.
Another great tip for energetic protection, I'm very sensitive to energies. Like I said, I've even had them latch on to me, and this healer taught me this, is to surround yourself with a shield of gold and silver, or like a giant egg of gold and silver surrounding your body.
Cool. Was that it for the third eye?
If I could speak a little bit on this one.
Yeah, go ahead.
I carry this to my meditation class, and it's an open
good.
eye meditation, and I call it my secret weapon,
Nice.
the iolite. And I've let some of my students meditate with it, and they always want one afterwards because it really
Epic.
gets your third eye deep into the meditation. And this particular meditation is about connecting and seeing, interacting directly with energy, and it just works very well. Highly recommend it.
Cool.
Also, amethyst is kind of a go-to, very easy stone to get as far as activating your third eye.
Really? Okay.
My birthstone.
Mine too.
Amethyst is a major
February
Happy
healer.
birthday to us.
Who?
Both of us,
Yeah,
apparently.
amethyst. Yeah, February 15th.
Nice.
so.
Okay.
February 7th.
All
Right on.
right. Very good. We partied. We did.
We did.
It was fun. That was a really fun night. Okay, let me read really quick. The third eye is the most talked about of the chakras for clairvoyance, inner seeing, intuition, the higher levels of consciousness are all associated with this energy center. Found between your eyebrows, just above the bridge of your nose, it works closely with the throat and crown and will assist you with your psychic and intuitive inner guidance. So that's pretty cool. I kind of want to wear some kind of blue stone or one of those to bed. I wear an eye mask, keep the light out, so if I could maybe, it has a little like flap in there I could put a rock in, so that might be kind of good. Do you think that would be cool to sleep in, or would it be too strong?
Maybe dangerous.
You now have
What
an
if it fell
iolite
into
for
your
your eye
eye?
mask.
Huh?
That's an iolite for your eye mask.
Just pay attention to your dreams.
It's actually
when
the
you do that.
color of my eye mask. Pretty cool. That is a really cool rock. Thank you guys. I feel like y'all are suiting me out here with all these like fantastic rocks. Okay, let's go to the crown. It's our last one. It's like kind of an ultraviolet higher up. There you go. On the very top of your head. And so, you know, when you're born, you have a soft spot on your head. It's your crown. So that connects you to source and all that is in the universe and your higher self and all that cool stuff. So for the crown chakra, what should people use if they're beginners and, you know, if they want to open up and stimulate their crown cord to the universe?
I mean, clear quartz is a good start. It covers all the chakras, but it's
That big one?
The white is the inclusion of all color, and it's definitely covers the crown chakra. There's some little bit more high vibration ones Chris, I think, is going to talk about.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then this one.
Yeah.
You said this was
angel wing
this
calcite. Yeah.
angel wing calcite, which
Yeah.
is fabulous. Helps the crown connect to the angel realm. And what did you have?
Well, actually, it was kind of like a Freudian slip. There's one stone that I can't be around. It's called apophyllite, and it's great for opening your crown chakra. And the reason I can't be around it is because it was the first stone I could really feel a tingle from. So I bought this big one, and 2 days later I had to give it away because my head was humming the whole time I was home.
Whoa.
Right, and I did that twice, and then I gave up, and now it's like I'm super sensitive to it. But I brought a whole flat, and there's not one here. Like, that's awesome. And then this is phenakite. These are two different kinds of phenakite. This one's Brazilian. I'm not sure if this is Nevada or Russian.
I think it's Russian.
Yeah. So, but these are they're really cool for just you can actually, you know, feel and picture kind of a tingle above your head like this stuff here. We were in Tucson, which is the biggest gem and mineral show in the world, and we were looking for phenakite, and there's another stone called petalite, which is also a crown chakra stone. So I was outside, and Mike was in there going through the stone. He's like, come on in and look. So I leaned over to look at the phenakite, and I basically had my face in a tray of petalite, and I got bounced out of the store. I'm like, dude, I can't be
couldn't
in here.
handle it.
No, the whole top of my head just felt like a vortex. It was
Wow.
amazing. So yeah.
That's pretty crazy. Like I said, if you find a store that has a bunch of rocks, and there's one in Santa Monica too. Do you remember the name of that one?
The Aura Shop.
The Aura Shop? That's not quite the one.
On Main Street or on Lincoln? Or
Yeah,
think it's on
there's
Lincoln.
mostly minerals on Wednesday nights in Santa Monica.
Okay.
Yeah, at the Zanzibar.
How can people reach you? Chris at mostlyminerals.com?
Yeah, or Mike at mostlyminerals.com.
Okay, cool.
Or through our
If
Facebook,
people
Mostly
have-
Minerals.
If people have questions.
the best
and-
way to follow us right now is through Instagram.
Instagram.
Our website is being worked on. I've always wanted to feel crystals before I bought them, which is why it's been a big hump getting over putting crystals online for sale. But I think we're going to get to that point because people who know us, you know, will know that what they're getting before they know that the energy coming from us is going to be good, and so, you know, they won't mind buying it online, especially if they're not local. But
Good.
we do 3 shows every week. We do, like you said, Zanzibar and Santa Monica on Wednesday nights. It's the Luminous Movement.
Oh, yeah.
Friday nights we're out in Monrovia at a
I've
farmer's
gone there.
market.
Yeah.
And then Sunday at the Melrose Trading Post Flea Market.
Yeah, these guys are very active, and if you want to contact me, this is my stuff here. I do all this random social media. That's kind of what you have to do these days, right?
Mhm.
And then Starr has hers, if you can see it. Instagram,
there we go.
Starr _ Smith. And
Star _ Smith.
Yeah, because there's like a bunch of Starr Smiths.
Yeah, so Star with 2 R's, 3 underscore Smith.
TheStarSmith.com. Cool.
Yeah, and thestarsmith.com.
Thank you guys for joining me today and talking about rocks. This was awesome. I hope you, the audience, learned something fabulous today and are going to rush out and buy some rocks and put some under your bed and, you know, that kind of stuff. So, any last words, guys?
We actually do private events as well. So if anyone's interested, we do events for different burner camps. We do events for Like Grateful Generation, they do an abundance once a month. So
Nice.
we do that. As anytime you want to have, we'll create an environment for you.
All right.
So at @mostly_minerals in Instagram is right now the best way
Okay.
to find us. Yeah.
Sweet. Thank you guys, Chris and Mike
Thank you.
and Starr, and
Thank you so
thanks
much.
for tuning in. Tune in next week, Thursday at 1 o'clock. We're gonna have a really epic healer and clairvoyant lady, so it's gonna be some interesting stuff.
Oh,
so.
can I just real quick say hi, Christian, and hi, Nicole?
Oh, your kids are. Oh, very nice. All right, thank you everybody, and take care. It's the Street Angel Show at tradiov.com. Yeah.
You are watching T Radio V, Radio and TV.